Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. As Claire Newman meets Holden Novak and Summer Newman diverts Kyle Abbott, Sharon Newman's rescue will succeed, according to Tuesday, March 11's Young and the Restless report. Since Summer intends to cause friction between Kyle and Claire on Tuesday's YNR episode, let's begin with her ambitious plan. It seems like everything started moving right away once Summer heard Kyle organizing his romantic evening. Summer will attempt to keep Claire and Kyle apart since she doesn't want them to become closer. Summer may try to sway events so that, in spite of their pledge, Diane Jenkins Abbott and Jack Abbott are unable to see Harrison Abbott. Summer might at least give the impression that way by causing some misunderstandings, which would lead Kyle to leave Claire for the night. However, Summer may create another issue to divert Kyle's attention. Summer might use her false narrative to trick Kyle, but Claire might be more difficult to trick. Summer's numerous small tactics to entice Kyle to approach her are already starting to irritate Claire. Claire might think that Summer is ruining things when Kyle is unable to attend dinner as scheduled. Summer should take pride in the conflict her activities create in addition to ruining Claire and Kyle's date. Holden will introduce himself in the bar of the sports club, so Claire won't have to be alone for long. We'll see if Holden and Claire pass a chemistry test, and they'll have some beverages while getting to know one another. Phyllis Summers will be backed into a corner at the former mental institution because of the poison she reportedly swallowed in her water bottle. Sharon encourages Phyllis to drink another water bottle with a sticker on the lid because she believes she has the answer to the next puzzle. All indications suggest that the second bottle is the antidote, but if Sharon is mistaken, the repercussions might be disastrous. Phyllis might be concerned that Sharon has misinterpreted the signals and fear that, if it turns out to be more poisoned water, she may suffer a terrible fate. It appears likely that the captors are forcing them to participate in this trust exercise. It will help them patch things up a little after Phyllis takes the risk and effectively entrusts her life to Sharon's judgment. When Sharon is shown to be right about the water bottle, her rescue should succeed, and when she begins to feel better, Phyllis might grudgingly thank her. We'll keep you informed about any positive developments as our forecasts suggest that this may be Phyllis and Sharon's turning moment. Spoilers for the next week of March 10th to 14th on The Young and the Restless suggest some shocking revelations. Fans are aware that Genoa City can be a revolving door, with characters coming and going before making a reappearance. Read below to find out more about the casting changes that will occur over the following 5 days. Traylon, welcome back! According to spoilers for the Wednesday, March 12th episode of The Young and the Restless, Beth Maitland will play Tracy Abbott again, and Christopher Cousins will play Alan Loran again. The super couple will make a dramatic comeback. As two couples embark on a double dinner date during the show, Traylon will appear in a few scenes with Jack and Diane Abbott. According to other teasers, Tracy is supposed to tell her brother some happy news, and it appears that the word marriage will be used in this revelation. Regarding Tracy, is this the happily ever after that people have been anticipating, or is there danger on the horizon? After all, there are still those viewers who believe Alan might be Martin, his wicked twin brother. Is this possible? To find out what happens next, fans will need to pay attention. Greater airtime for the Chancellor of Chance. It may be difficult to tell that actor Connor Floyd is not under contract with the program because Chance Chancellor continues to take up most of the screen time, which is fantastic for him and his fans. Chance will be seen consoling his former partner, Summer Newman, on Wednesday, March 12th. Additionally, on Friday, March 14th, he will be seen updating Nick Newman and Billy Abbott on a lead pertaining to the abduction of Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman. Is it time for these three men to take the women home? Are you looking forward to March 10th to 14th? Comment below. Visit this website frequently for the most recent Young and the Restless news and spoilers, and watch the CBS serial opera every day to see all the drama in GC. According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Alan Loran and his mentally ill brother Martin engaged in an identity swap. Martin died in Paris, France, and Alan prevailed. Aristotle Dumas's foreboding opening purposefully leaves a number of story points unresolved. Dumas has a fascinating history, assuming the last name is spelled correctly based on unverified conjecture. The last name is French. The French name of the solitary billionaire entrepreneur might just be a coincidence. However, soap opera authors frequently have a purpose. Could Aristotle be the mask he has been wearing for years, regardless of whether Alan lived or Martin did and has been impersonating him? Is Tracy Abbott's love life unlucky? Tracy Abbott's journey through the soap opera years hasn't been simple. In the past, Lauren Fenmore was known for harassing her during the day because she felt she was beneath her social status. There were other difficulties with suitors and wives, such as Steve Connolly, Brad Carlton, and Danny Romalotti. Tracy's lone kid from her marriage to Brad, the departed and adored Colleen Carlton, drowned. Davidson's character was seeking mental health treatment in Paris from Alan, who was introduced through his acquaintance with Ashley Abbott. As a result, he eventually made it to Genoa City, Wisconsin, and fell in love with Tracy right away. If Alan didn't turn out to be who he said he was, it would be awful for her. The real reason Alan Laurent was in Genoa City. The stereotypical black cloud that hangs over this feel-good story is a result of the natural Martin suspicion. In Paris, Alan was challenged by his schizophrenic brother, who posed as him. After fighting, the brothers tumbled to the ground underneath a window. Alan is thought to have survived because he landed on top of his brother, even though they weren't very high up. However, the audience was not shown the complete sequence, which seemed intentional. The aforementioned made it possible for the fans to harbor genuine doubts. Anyone would question whether a brother-like identical twin who was viewed as evil survived the fall. Martin, who has subsequently posed as Alan, could have survived. There is no history behind Aristotle Dumas. The introduction of a new character is frequently intriguing. The way that's handled heightens the suspense and gives the audience a preview of what's coming. Here, Aristotle is described as a recluse who has never been sighted. It is thought that this individual is male. If that's the case, Martin might be this individual. But if instability runs in the family, then a different revelation indicates that Alan is both Aristotle and survived the fall. For years, he could have led a double life or pretended to be a doctor in order to expand his multinational corporation. The authors are free to add to Aristotle's backstory as they see fit. Additionally, until this notion is disproved, the audience is free to conjecture and link Alan or Martin to him. One of the best places to find anything related to The Young and the Restless is this website. For YNR news and spoilers, return often. The Young and the Restless update for Tuesday, March 11th, reveals that Sharon Newman's rescue will work while Claire Newman meets Holden Novak and Summer Newman distracts Kyle Abbott. Let's start with Summer's grand plan since she's going to drive a wedge between Kyle and Claire on Tuesday's YNR episode. Summer overheard Kyle planning his romantic night, so it seemed like the wheels immediately started turning. The last thing Summer wants is for Claire and Kyle to get closer, so she'll fight to keep them apart. Summer might manipulate the situation so that Diane Jenkins Abbott and Jack Abbott can't babysit Harrison Abbott despite their promise to. Summer could at least make it seem that way through some miscommunication and cause Kyle to abandon Claire for the evening. Then again, Summer might invent some other crisis to distract Kyle instead. Although Summer may dupe Kyle with her fake story, Claire may not be as easy to fool. Claire is already getting fed up with all the little strategies Summer's using to pull Kyle in her direction. When Kyle can't make it to dinner as planned, Claire may suspect Summer is sabotaging things. In addition to ruining Claire and Kyle's date, Summer should be pleased over the friction her actions cause. However, Claire won't have to stay lonely for too long since Holden will introduce himself at the athletic club's bar. Holden and Claire will enjoy some drinks as they get to know each other, so we'll see if they pass a chemistry test. At the old psychiatric facility, Phyllis Summers will find herself backed into a corner thanks to the poison she apparently gulped down in her water bottle. Sharon thinks she's solved the next riddle, so she's encouraging Phyllis to drink another water bottle with a sticker on the lid. All signs point to that second bottle being the antidote, but the consequences could be catastrophic if Sharon's wrong. Phyllis may worry Sharon's put the wrong clues together and fear she could face a grim fate if it's just more poisoned water instead. It seems likely this is a trust exercise that the captor's forcing them to engage in. Once Phyllis takes the gamble and essentially puts her life in Sharon's hands by trusting her judgment, it'll help them mend fences a bit. Sharon's rescue should work when she's proven correct about the water bottle, so Phyllis may reluctantly thank her once she starts feeling better. Our predictions hint this could be a turning point for Phyllis and Sharon, so we'll bring you updates on the good news ahead. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of March 10th to 14th hint at some explosive bombshells on the horizon. As fans know, Genoa City can be a revolving door where characters come and go, only to return again. Learn more about the casting changes that will take place over the next 5 days by reading below. Welcome back, Traylon. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Beth Maitland will reprise her Tracy Abbott character, while Christopher Cousins will reprise his Alan Laurent role, as the super couple makes a splashing return during the Wednesday, March 12th episode. Expect to see Traylon in some scenes with Jack Abbott and Diane Abbott during the show as two couples go on a double dinner date. In added teasers, Tracy is slated to share some good news with her brother, and it sounds like the word marriage will be part of this announcement. Is this the happily ever after viewers have been waiting for where Tracy is concerned, or could there be danger looming? After all, there are some audience members out there who still feel as if Alan could be his evil twin brother, Martin. Could this be the case? Fans will have to tune in to see what happens next. More airtime for Chance Chancellor. Actor Connor Floyd is not on contract with the show, however, this may be hard to tell as Chance Chancellor continues to dominate screen time, which is a great thing for him and his fans. Chance will be seen during the Wednesday, March 12th episode as he comforts his ex, Summer Newman. He'll also be seen during the Friday, March 14th show, as he updates Nick Newman and Billy Abbott on a lead surrounding Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman's disappearance. Can these three men bring the ladies home already? Are you excited about the week of March 10th to 14th? Share your thoughts below. Watch the CBS soap daily to catch all the drama in GC and visit this site often for the most up-to-date Young and the Restless news and spoilers. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Alan Laurent was involved in an identity swap with his demented brother Martin. Alan won, with Martin perishing in Paris, France. The ominous introduction of Aristotle Dumas intentionally leaves many plot possibilities open. Assuming the spelling of the last name is correct based on unconfirmed speculation, Dumas has an interesting origin. It's a French surname. It could be a pure coincidence that the reclusive billionaire businessman has a French name. But soap writers often work with intention. So, whether Alan survived or Martin did and has been posing as him, might Aristotle be the mask he's been hiding behind for years? Tracy Abbott is unlucky in love? Tracy Abbott hasn't had an easy path through the soap years. Lauren Fenmore notoriously harassed her in daytime days gone by, believing that she was beneath her socially. Various trials and tribulations with suitors and husbands, including Danny Romalotti, Brad Carlton, and Steve Connolly, played out. Her marriage to Brad created Tracy's only child, the late and beloved Colleen Carlton, who drowned. Alan was introduced through his friendship with Ashley Abbott while Davidson's character was seeking mental health treatment from him in Paris. That led to his eventual arrival in Genoa City, Wisconsin, and his quick fall into love with Tracy. It would be terrible for her if Alan didn't prove to be who he claimed to be. Alan Laurent's true purpose in Genoa City. This feel-good story has included the cliched black cloud hanging over it because of the natural Martin speculation. Alan's unstable brother pretended to be him and confronted Alan in Paris. The brothers fought and fell out of a window onto the ground below. While they weren't high up, Alan is believed to have lived because he landed on top of his brother. But the entire sequence wasn't shown to the audience, and that felt purposeful. The above allowed real doubt to be injected into the fans' minds. Anyone would wonder if an identical twin impersonating his brother and was considered nefarious survived the fall. Martin could have survived and has pretended to be Alan ever since. Aristotle Dumas has no backstory. It's often interesting when a new character is introduced. How that's handled adds to the intrigue and gives viewers a hint of what's to come. This site is a leading source for everything linked to the Young and the Restless. Check back regularly for YNR spoilers and news. The Young and the Restless update for Tuesday, March 11th, reveals that Sharon Newman's rescue will work while Claire Newman meets Holden Novak and Summer Newman distracts Kyle Abbott. Let's start with Summer's grand plan since she's going to drive a wedge between Kyle and Claire on Tuesday's YNR episode. Summer overheard Kyle planning his romantic night, so it seemed like the wheels immediately started turning. The last thing Summer wants is for Claire and Kyle to get closer, so she'll fight to keep them apart. Summer might manipulate the situation so that Diane Jenkins Abbott and Jack Abbott can't babysit Harrison Abbott despite their promise to. Summer could at least make it seem that way through some miscommunication and cause Kyle to abandon Claire for the evening. Then again, Summer might invent some other crisis to distract Kyle instead. Although Summer may dupe Kyle with her fake story, Claire may not be as easy to fool. Claire is already getting fed up with all the little strategies Summer's using to pull Kyle in her direction. When Kyle can't make it to dinner as planned, Claire may suspect Summer is sabotaging things. In addition to ruining Claire and Kyle's date, Summer should be pleased over the friction her actions cause. However, Claire won't have to stay lonely for too long since Holden will introduce himself at the athletic club's bar.